Good evening. On behalf of the commissioners and staff, I would like to welcome you all to the September 14, 2023 City of Roseville Planning Commission meeting. Please put all electronic devices on silent at this time. Agendas are available at the end of the staff table. If you plan to speak at tonight's meeting, please complete a blue speaker card and return it to the staff table. As a reminder, Planning Commission meetings are broadcast live and replayed throughout the week on Consolidated Communications and Comcast. I will now call the meeting to order. Lupe, may I please have a roll call?
Yes. Commissioner Brashears?
Here.
Commissioner Hagen-Joes?
Here.
Commissioner Jensen?
Here.
Commissioner Martin?
Here.
Commissioner Randolph?
Here.
Vice Chair Pryor?
Here.
And Chair Covington.
Here. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lupe, may we please have staff introductions?
Yes. Good evening, Chair Covington and Commissioners. Lupe Nelson, Recording Secretary.
Good evening, Commissioners. Joe Speaker, Assistant City Attorney.
Good evening, Chair Covington and Commissioners. Greg Bitter, Planning Manager.
Good evening, Chair Covington and Commissioners. Derek Ogden, Senior Planner.
Good evening, Commissioners. Sean Morales, Associate Planner.
Thank you. The public comment period is a time for anyone who would like to address the Commission on any item that is not on tonight's agenda. When addressing the Commission, please state your name for the record and limit your comments to 3 minutes. Is there anyone who would like to address the Commission on an item that is not on tonight's agenda? Hearing none, I will close the public comment period. Next, we will move on to the consent calendar. The consent calendar consists of routine items that may be approved under one motion, as recommended in the staff reports. However, each item may be considered separately upon a request by the audience, planning commissioners, or staff. Tonight's consent agenda or consent calendar consists of one item. Item 5.1, minutes from the August 24, 2023 Planning Commission meeting. Is there anyone on the commission or in the audience who would like to pull this item off the consent calendar for separate discussion? Hearing none, may I have a motion to approve the consent calendar as listed?
I'll make a motion to approve.
A second.
Vice Chair Pryor has made the motion and Commissioner Martin has seconded the motion. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Randolph?
Yes.
Commissioner Jensen?
Yes.
Vice Chair Pryor?
Yes.
Commissioner Hagen-Joes?
Yes.
Commissioner Martin?
Yes.
Commissioner Brashears?
Yes.
And Chair Covington.
Yes, the motion is approved. Next on the agenda is requests and presentations. Before we begin, let me review the meeting procedures. First, we will hear the staff presentation, then I will take questions from the commission, then I will open the public hearing. The applicant will make a presentation, then I will open public comment and the public will have an opportunity to speak. Then I will close public comment, and if needed, the applicant will be given an opportunity to provide a rebuttal. Then I will close the public hearing. The commission may ask questions of staff, and finally, the commission will consider this item and make a decision based on the information provided in the report from staff and the testimony presented during tonight's hearing. Item 6.1 is a request to approve a major project permit stage 2 for 340 Conference Center Drive. For the record, file number PL 23-0052. Sean, may we please have your presentation?
Yes, you may. Good evening again, Chair Covington and Commissioners. I'm here tonight to present to you the electric pickle project. And I'll wait for the slide. The project site is located at 340 Conference Center Drive within the Roseville Junction development adjacent to Highway 65 on parcel 40 of the North Central Roseville Specific Plan. Roseville Junction was approved by the Planning Commission through the Major Project Permit, or MPP, process in 2021. And MPP Stage 1 approved the building footprint and design guidelines for the center. which is planned to include 2 hotels, 2 restaurants, and a beer garden in addition to the Electric Pickle. The current request is for an MPP Stage 2 to review the elevations for Electric Pickle, which includes 12,000 square feet of enclosed restaurant building, 4 covered and 5 uncovered pickleball courts, and other outdoor amenities. Electric Pickle is the first MPP Stage 2 for Roseville Junction that has been brought before the Commission. The proposal adheres to the approved site plan and landscape plan from the MPP Stage 1, featuring the main building in the center of the parcel, with parking to the south and west and the pickleball courts to the north and east. A small cabana bar area is also featured in the rear of the project under a metal canopy structure that covers 4 of the courts and is shown here in dashed lines. Roseville Junction was approved with a limited colors and materials palette shown below on the slide, knowing that future uses would require additional colors and materials while adhering to the overall design theme of modern industrial. Electric Pickle proposes to use a dark gray and off-white color scheme consistent with the guidelines. A wood inset wall and trellis on the front elevation, in addition to a concrete tower element, are also consistent with the materials in the guidelines. A metal canopy structure following the modern industrial theme is proposed in the rear of the project adjacent to Highway 65 to provide coverage from the elements for 4 of the courts. Consistent with the city's community design guidelines, Electric Pickle sets the tone for future buildings in the development by including approved design elements, while also proposing unique and original architecture from the rest of the future development. Early notification of the project was posted on the Arcona website, and a public hearing notice was mailed to a 300-foot radius, published in the Press Tribune and on the Arcona website as well. An addendum to the Roseville Hotel and Conference Center project EIR was prepared with the MPP Stage 1 to cover the minor technical changes and additions necessary to describe the impacts of the entire Roseville Junction development, and Electric Pickle is consistent with that previously approved addendum. So in conclusion, staff finds the proposed project is consistent with the applicable goals, policies, and standards of the general plan, specific plan, community design guidelines, and the MPP Stage 1 approval. Therefore, staff recommends the Commission adopt the required findings of fact and approve the project as listed, and I'm available for any questions.
Thank you, Sean. Commissioners, are there any questions for staff at this time? I will now open the public hearing. I would like to invite the project representative for this item to address the Commission.
Hi there. Paul Frederick with Electric Pickle. So continue or just introduce myself? Okay. This is an exciting project. It's very new. Topgolf, similar to that in this category. You guys were fortunate to have the first Topgolf in California. I don't know how many of you know our background, but we have Eureka and the La Popular restaurants just down the street on Gibson. So we're heavily vested in Roseville, and we love the community and have had a lot of success and have a lot of people working for us that live in Roseville, and I think it's been a great win-win. We chose, when we went out and put together this concept of Topgolf meets pickleball, we came up with an exciting name. When you feel good and you feel alive, you feel electric. So that's where the name came from. So we put together a fund. We actually kind of took an institutional approach, but we're still very boutique-y because this is a big restaurant play with a really, really exciting patio, and has the physical fitness and the outdoor theme that is seems, this whole entertainment thing that seems to be so popular. But we're in 5 different markets in the United States, and Roseville had to be one of them for us because we've seen the success. We just love this place, and so I know that could sound like a little cliche-ish or hyperbolish, but we've been here since 2019 and succeeded through COVID, and we're still here, and we're bringing more of our creativity and our restaurant kind of food and beverage background to the community. So that's really what it is from the background. I mean, there's a lot of nuances, but it's really like a big outdoor entertainment venue that has a really strong social element, and the food and beverage are still very, very important. There are other people doing this. There are a lot of companies that are taking over like junior anchor spaces and power centers where they have these vacancies, and those are really focused more on kind of a membership base, sort of like a gym, and The F&B might be more concessionary and just, a small component to the overall concept. The F&B is a huge component to what we do. And but with the 9 courts, that allows us to do tournaments and clinics, and we're going to program it in all kinds of ways that that meet the community needs. And this is my first hearing in front of you guys. I know the master developers got the phase 1 entitlements earlier, but the amount of people that have reached out to me online through LinkedIn, here in Roseville, I probably have like 25 people just in my my inbox, or the Electric Pickle Roseville file, waiting for this thing to happen. So I'm a big pickleball player myself. It's a great workout. It's a lot of fun. So we're excited to bring it to the community.
Thank you. Commissioners, any questions for the project representative at this time? No? Okay, thank you. You may be seated.
Thank you, Tracy.
I will now open the public comment period. Is there anyone from the public who would like to come forward and address the commission on this item? Hearing none, I will now close the public comment period. Any last questions or comments from the commission?
I'd like to make a comment. I think it's a very welcome development for Roseville, and great to see our sporting and entertainment facilities expanding in this way. So I welcome the project.
Thank you, Vice
It's a
Chair.
success.
Great, thank you. Any other comments or questions? Okay. I will now close the public hearing. Would anyone like to make a motion?
Sure, I'll make the motion. So we would make the motion that we adopt the 2 findings of fact and approve the MPP Stage 2, subject to the 75 conditions of approval. This is for the electric pickle project for the file number PL23-0052.
I'll second that.
Commissioner Randolph has made the motion and Commissioner Brashears has seconded the motion. Lupe, may we have a roll call?
Yes, Vice Chair Pryor,
Yes.
Commissioner Brashears,
Yes.
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Randolph,
Yes.
Commissioner Hagen-Jost,
Yes.
Commissioner Jensen,
Yes.
and Chair Covington.
Yes. The motion is approved. There is a 10-day appeal period for this item. Next on the agenda is the Commissioner's staff report. Are there any reports from staff?
Yeah, Chair Covington, just a couple items tonight. We will have one item on September 28th. We tried to double a couple of these up, and the time-sensitive nature of a couple of our projects means we're going to have a couple meetings in a row with just one item before you. So sorry, but there will be one item for the 28th. And I can let you know that next Wednesday on the 20th, the City Council will be taking up a couple items that were at Planning Commission at the last meeting on the 24th of August. The Downtown Code and Zoning Code amendments that you considered, and also the amendments and unit transfers associated with the Campus Oaks Master Plan and Sierra Vista Specific Plan, the Cannell Families project where we're doing some land use changes, swapping around some affordable units. That all is going to City Council next week. So that just gives you an idea of what's coming up. I know that the first meeting in October, we will also have a few items I think are currently on the agenda. And I'll apologize to all the students for not having a couple hours of items for you guys tonight to stack up your time at these meetings. But that's all I have for tonight.
Thank you, Greg. Any questions or comments from the commission? Okay. May I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a second.
Vice Chair Pryor has made the motion and Commissioner Martin has seconded the motion. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
We are adjourned.
All right, clean slate.
I know.
Easy.
Time.
Really?